Welcome back, everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Fanatic Rundown. Sorry, trying a new setup here tonight, so trying to get the camera a little bit better there. All right, we'll go with that for tonight. So the Edmonton Oilers, 2-1 victors over the Chicago Blackhawks. You can't call this one a Picasso by any stretch of the imagination. The Edmonton Oilers definitely were not at their best tonight. It was pretty much a struggle right from puck drop. They had some great opportunities here and there, and they got what they needed ultimately in a 2-1 victory. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, the goal scorers tonight. Of course, your two big dogs coming through. But Zach Hyman, count him up, could have had 4 goals tonight. So he had 2 goals called back. The first one would have been goaltender interference, although looking back at the replays, Peter Mrazek was skating into Zach Hyman, and I think that one, if the Oilers had challenged, would have ultimately counted, but the Oilers didn't challenge the goal, and it didn't count. The next one was an offside in the third period, I believe it was. Beautiful finish from Zach Hyman off a feed from Connor McDavid, but the play is called offside on the blue line. Very similar, of course, going back to the Edmonton Oilers Colorado Avalanche series where Cale Makar's goal ultimately counted. Didn't look like he quite had possession at the blue line. This one, very similar with Leon Draisaitl, but they decide not to count this one. So Zach Hyman, 2 goals called back there. And then Zach Hyman had 2 glorious chances on the empty net towards the end of the hockey game, but ultimately can't bury either of them. So, like I said, Zach Hyman could have had as many as 4 goals tonight. Thank you very much there in the chat, EasyG. Really appreciate that donation. Really very generous of you. So, yeah, guys, this one was, like I said, not a Picasso tonight. Zach Hyman, absolutely robbed. If you haven't yet, get your votes in for Zach Hyman on all-star ballots there. We want Zach Hyman going to the all-star game for the Oilers. Definitely deserves it. Unfortunately, he didn't get anything that he deserved tonight. Like I said, could have had as many as 4 goals. I guess if you score one of the empty net goals, you're not going to get a chance for the 4th one, but 4 glorious chances anyway for Zach Hyman tonight, none of which counted. Like I said, overall, the Oilers were quite sloppy tonight. They lacked their killer instinct. They did have some strong moments here and there, but overall, this wasn't a killer instinct effort that you would expect from a team that's now on an 8-game winning streak. They're pretty fortunate to get this win tonight. The Chicago Blackhawks basically playing with, can you even call it an AHL lineup tonight? Missing so many key guys. Obviously, this should have been a Connor McDavid versus Connor Bedard matchup, but it ends up Oilers versus basically an ECHL team, and give the Hawks credit. They gave all the Oilers basically all they could handle tonight, and probably against a better team, the Oilers might not walk away with this victory tonight. They're very fortunate to go away with the 2-1 victory and an 8-game winning streak on the night. A few things the Oilers did do well, though. They were perfect on the penalty kill, shut the Hawks down when they had their opportunities to tie this hockey game. And Stuart Skinner didn't get the final shot totals here. Yeah, Chicago finishing with 26 shots on the night, so 25 saves for Stuart Skinner, but he looked better than having to stop 25 shots. He's made some really key saves for the team, so Stuart Skinner, definitely one of the stars for the team tonight, and him along with Zach Hyman, like I mentioned a few times here, should have had more, but Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl getting the goals the Oilers ultimately needed. But yeah, penalty kill, Stuart Skinner, Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, the real keys for this Oilers victory here tonight. That puts them up to 21, 15-1 on the season, 8-game winning streak. So as I was mentioning coming into videos into tonight, that the Oilers' last 8-game winning streak, they got their 8th win over the Hawks. So that comes true again tonight, but the Oilers have some more challenges coming their way with Detroit. They're going to have to come with a better effort tonight. Like, we know Patrick Kane's kind of been on fire with the Red Wings and stuff, so they're going to give the Oilers a much bigger challenge than the Hawks did. And like I said, you got to give the Hawks credit. They played as well as you could possibly expect them to play tonight, and they nearly stole this one from the Oilers, if not for some strong play from Stuart Skinner. You almost would have thought maybe Calvin Pickard would have got the start tonight against the Hawks, but with how well the Hawks played and the chances that they got, I'm almost kind of glad it was Stuart Skinner. Not to say that Calvin Pickard couldn't have got the job done, but I'm happier knowing that our stronger goaltender was in tonight, given how the team played in front of Skinner and the times that Skinner had to build the team out there. So if Zach Hyman's goals had counted, this one's going to look much better in the Oilers' favor, probably a 4-1 hockey game we're looking at here, but instead the Oilers managed to get away here with a 2-1 victory. And a few months from now, we're not going to care how the Oilers got it, just that they got it. And yeah, they don't ask you how, they just ask you how many. And this game is a perfect example of that. So the Oilers get their victory, 2-1 over the Chicago Blackhawks, and we're happy. So we'll take this one here. I think I'll wrap it up here for tonight, guys, but let me know your thoughts on the game in the comment section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan. Have a great night, guys. See you soon.